What is going on, everyone? Shield775 here, and I'm bringing you, well, another regular commentary. Now, in this one, I kind of want to go over just like my thought process and kind of some of the backstory behind some of the Let's Plays I've done on this channel. And, yeah, I don't really talk about it too much, but I kind of figured, 30-day challenge, but I was going to go and, give you guys a bit of backstory on, the history of the channel, basically. But yeah, well, I guess starting off first with like the first series I've done on this channel, which was the Mark Echo Getting Up Let's Play. Now in that one, I didn't really expect the popularity of it, but I'm kind of glad that it was there. When I first was planning on doing that, it was mainly because one of my friends wanted to go and play that game, and they were like, I was telling them about some of the mechanics of the game and how it kind of played out and whatnot, and he was like, oh hey, you should let me borrow it. And I was like, I was kind of iffy on it because I wasn't sure if he was gonna return it in time or anything like that. And he was like, well, I mean, if you don't really want to let me borrow it, at least put up some gameplay of it so I can see how it plays out. And at the time I was just barely getting my my HD PVR and whatnot, and I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah, I'll go and start recording on that. So that was kind of like my first Let's Play on there. I just kind of did on a whim, wasn't sure on how the quality was going to be and whatnot, or how any of it really. But it was it turned out pretty well. Really, it was a game that I started off playing back when I was a kid, quite a few years after it came out though. But it was a good thing for the channel, really, kind of the thing that really launched the popularity of my channel and whatnot. And I mean, honestly, I'm glad that I played through it. But now that I know what I know, it kind of makes it a bit more difficult to to go and watch some of those videos. So I kind of want to do a redo on that. I'm not sure when I want to. I'm planning probably this summer, but we'll see what ends up happening throughout the whole timeline or something, I guess. But yeah, I mean, besides that, there's been other series on my channel that I've not really had too much popularity on, and there's been other ones that I just couldn't come to still having them on the channel, just because either I didn't really have fun with it, or I just didn't really like it, or just several little things here and there. But I mean, one of those being the let's see, I'm trying to go and make coming up to mind, the Infamous Let's Play. Now, a lot of people don't really know that I used to have an Infamous Let's Play on here. I'm actually planning on redoing it again, but basically I tried to do Infamous 1, but I kind of did it in a bad way. Well, for me anyways, was I tried to do two playthroughs at once. So I was trying to do the good playthrough and a bad playthrough, and well, the evil playthrough, I should say. And it got to a point where files were getting corrupted and things were not syncing up properly. Like, I would have pieces of gameplay that would have been like sped up or like completely missing, and me trying to do the audio that I did from the recording I was actually trying to do didn't exactly turn out too well. So I had to go and take that one down. I kind of forgot that I even had it on the channel until like somebody reminded me of it, and then I just went and took out all the videos from there, just because I didn't really like how it was turning out and I just wanted to redo it. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be bringing up Infamous again, but maybe sometime soon. But besides that, the other one that a lot of people know about but don't really know the reasoning behind it, I mean, I've explained in a few other videos, I believe, but might as well go over it again. The reasoning for this one was Blue Dragon. Basically was, I didn't know that I need to go and grind a lot, but in hindsight it was more of I was doing a Let's Play on an RPG game, and yeah, it was, well, an RPG game, but yeah, I was basically doing an RPG or a Let's Play. And the thing with RPGs is you have to go and do a lot of grinding to level up your characters, and well, at the time I didn't really have a lot of time to invest in the game just to grind on that. It wasn't really a something I was recording, because anytime I was really playing a game was for recording purposes. And if I was just going to be playing a game just to be grinding on there, it would have been it would have had to be recorded basically. and it wasn't really going to be my cup of tea per se. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go and be done with this, because I was kind of speedrunning the game, and I just kind of got to a point where if I wasn't upgrading my characters, I wouldn't have gone through that part of the game. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not even really having fun with this game anymore. So excuse me, guys. So I just went and took that out. And let's see, I mean, there's been other series on the channel that I've done but haven't really gotten good reception. And I mean, there's certain reasonings why I'm leaving them on the channel. One of them is just because it's a completed series, so it'll just stay there on the channel for a while. And some of them are just series that I did but never really got around to finishing. And I mean, a key example for that one was I was doing a series on Gears of War 3, and I was doing that with 3 other people, and we were planning on playing out the whole game, but we only were able to do like one session of recording. And then when we kept trying to continue to go and record, everybody was doing like different things, or people were working, had other plans, and we just weren't able to get back into recording. And then it just kind of became a dead series. So didn't really go into plan out too much on that one, but the videos are still there. The other series, actually there was a few videos, but it was going to be like another Gears of War Let's Play, but that was with one of my IRL friends. And the main reasoning behind that one was the ending and not continuation of that one was just because we never got around to coming back to my house to actually record it, and it just never really came through. So just one of those things, I guess. But I mean, some of these other series, I just did not expect the following that they were going to have. Black Mark Echo, I didn't know there was there wasn't like a cult following with that. I was just doing it because I loved playing the game when I was a kid, and I just wanted to go and do another do a recording of that and see how it came out. But it became one of the most popular series on my channel, and at the time I think I was like one of the only people that was actually having it in HD, and a lot of people came by and enjoyed the quality of it. So go figure. But later and later, I just kept seeing more and more people actually go and record it, which was kind of surprising. But I think some of them were actually watching my series before they even started up theirs. But I mean, besides just getting up, it was also Saints Row. Surprisingly, Saints Row was just something I kind of did on a whim, because there was just at the time I had my PS3. Well, my PS3 died, so I needed to go and get something recorded. And I mean, at the time of my PS3 dying, I also had one series finishing up, which was the first instance of the Road to Gold P90X, which those videos are taken down also, just because they weren't really getting views, and I didn't really like how I finished it off, because, well, it kind of ended with the PS3 dying. So I just took them down. And then there was also at the time, the Twisted Metal Black Let's Play. And that one, it was like kind of halfway through, and then, like I said, I had like a few episodes recorded, and the PS3 died, and my PS2 copy of Twisted Metal Black wasn't working, so I was kind of left at a hard point in my life on that one. So like I said, I went down to the Saints Row Let's Play, and because I had it on the 360, and again, I was surprised by the following it had on that. I believe the first episode of the Saints Row Let's Play is actually one of my highest viewed videos right now, which, again, surprise for me. But I mean, people were just watching it, and like I said, I didn't know the following it had. I just thought at first it was just another GTA clone, but the more and more I was playing it, I found that it became its own kind of distinct genre. Well, not genre, but it's like own distinct game. And throughout the whole kind of series of Saints Rows, I've learned more and more about the direction they took the game. And a lot of people didn't like that direction they took. And I mean, the main reasoning I've been seeing a lot from these people is just because that they went to the more sillier route, and they wanted that more serious, gang aspect. And the thing was, though, Saints Row wasn't really about that. I mean, they were at first, but they were just going on more of like that like not so serious, kind of more jokingly route. I mean, hell, in Saints Row 3, you can go and beat somebody with a freaking giant dildo. So, I mean, I can understand where a lot of people didn't like it, but I mean, to each their own. I'm still having fun with the game series, and I'm still having fun recording the episodes. So, I guess that's that's that. But I mean, really, like any game that I do for the channel, I try to go and put some kind of thinking for it, like forward on. I don't really go into it thinking, okay, this is going to be a million views. People are going to love this. I go in it more on, okay, so does this game have any sequels or any prequels? Does this game, have so a lot of people know this game by name, or just am I going to have fun with the game, recording it, and doing playing this game for months on end? And it's just all a lot of little factors that I go and put in my videos, well, not my videos but my series, to go and really think about the channel. Because a lot of times too is I got to think of, okay, does this game have a lot of music that it's copyrighted? Because I mean, I know Tony Hawk has a lot of music, so I had to go and mute the audio on a lot of those, and so does Saints Row. So I of course I had to go and mute the audio on that, well, music audio anyways. And besides that, there's just a lot of other things. There's am I going to be able to record this in a timely manner, and just little things like that. And I mean, so far I've made pretty good decisions. There's only been a few series that have not really done so well, like let's see, one right off the top of my head is Red Dead Revolver. Now, Red Dead Revolver, I was kind of thinking on that, was like I never really played the game, so I didn't really have a history with it, like from childhood or anything. I just knew that a lot of people did like it, but it was like the prequel to Red Dead Redemption. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can't get some people to go and know about this game that didn't know about it before. And with that one, I found that the more and more I played it, the more and more I actually had fun with it. The only thing was, though, some people just didn't want to watch it, because I had my other series on the channel, and just some people just didn't even bother to go and look it up. So it's still on the channel, and what's funny is I got a lot of copyright notifications from other sources saying that I took their content, and I was like, dude, this video is super old. How the fuck did you find it? And do you realize if you're trying to just get money from my videos, you're not going to get anything because nobody's watching these videos? So I mean, 2 or 3 episodes are supposedly copyright claimed, but I could really care less anymore, because let's face it, it's just a dead series on that one. But I mean, honestly, for the amount of time I've been on YouTube, it's been I've been learning a lot about what people want to see. And for me, I'm probably never going to do a recording on a new game that just recently released, just because I've been on here for so long that I'm not really known for doing new game series. And the thing I've learned too is, if somebody's going to be watching a new game being done in the Let's Play kind of style, they already have the people they're going to watch to see that. And me, I'm known for just doing games in lineage, kind of like Saints Row and Tony Hawk, but I never really do newer games per se. I think the newest game that's going to end up being on the channel, once I get around to it, of course, is going to be Saints Row 4. And I mean, that's already a year and a half old. Well, actually almost 2 years probably. But I mean, later on down the line, we'll see what else I can go and pop in for series wise. I'm planning on doing Infamous again, because I want to go and do Infamous 1. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the same kind of thing I did before, where I did good and bad, but I'm thinking I'll probably be doing a good playthrough first, and then if it becomes popular enough where people want me to go and do a evil playthrough, I might do that too. But I'm thinking just doing that, doing Infamous 2, doing the Festival of Blood or something like that. I think that's what it's called. And then of course going to Infamous Second Son, and then First Light. Just going on through those, and just seeing how how it progresses for the channel. I mean, besides that, I'm also planning on doing Prototype, both Prototype 1 and 2. I don't know when I'm going to get to that, but hopefully around soonish rather than later. I mean, besides that, I'm just planning on doing like little here and there series too. One of the main ones I want to get back into is Twisted Metal, because I've been getting a lot of requests to do Twisted Metal 1 and 2, and then, you know, all the other ones, especially Twisted Metal 2012, because that's the one I was supposed to do right after I finished up with Twisted Metal Black. But I don't know when I'm going to be getting to those series. Hopefully soon, but I mean, those are just little ideas to go and put on for the channel. And I mean, we'll see what ends up happening. But until this video gets any more longer, and before I end up losing my voice, I'm gonna go and end the episode here, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little kind of backstory to some of your favorite series on the channel, and, you know, a little bit of the insight of, you know, what goes on in the mind of Shino when he tries to figure out what he wants to put up for the channel. And yeah. So as I usually go and tend to end these things, thank you guys for the continued support. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. And until the next one, guys, I will see you guys later. All right. Peace.